community call of June 18, 2025. Can you hear me? All good?
Yes, I can hear you.
Excellent. Okay, so you know what they say. Every Twitter Spaces has a technical problem or glitch. So we already had it at the beginning of the Spaces, so we can like safely assume it's going to work, flawlessly from now because we already passed the technical issues phase. Okay. I guess we have so many different things. I don't know where to start. So I guess the best way to start is to ask the guys who are at the DAPCon conference in Berlin, so they can tell us a bit about what's going on there, what is the discussion. So yeah, part of the team. I would say 1/3 of the team is in Berlin now. So anyone want to tell us a bit about that?
Yes, I can start. Maybe KB or Fortunato can go next. So we are at DAPCon. This conference is organized mainly by Gnosis, and of course we have lots of products running on Gnosis, and they are good friends. We've been collaborating for some time, and I think a huge launch that we have today is that Futurkey.fi, which is a prediction market platform for decision making, was launched, and it uses Kleros for the resolution of the markets, and also uses the infrastructure from Seer to create the markets. And it was announced today at DAPCon by Robin Hanson. He's the father of prediction market of Futurkey. So I think it's a pretty interesting milestone. And one of the markets is just for people to understand what is the idea behind that. Is that one of the markets is about the adoption of circles, which is also a product of Gnosis Chain that we are collaborating with. So we have like a prediction market about that, so people can bet if it will reach like a certain number of users today. And something that we will probably be announcing in the coming weeks is the integration that we have with Proof of Humanity and Circles. So Proof of Humanity users will be able to join a group, and they will have a shared currency because this is a new feature of Circles. And this group will have let's say is a more stronger Sybil resistance than other groups, because here the user will need to be both a Circles user with lots of verifications and also a Proof of Humanity user. And I don't know, JB, what else do you think was interesting?
He has a mic.
1 second. I think he has a bit of delay. So
I have like 15 seconds delay.
Okay.
I'm sitting next to Jean.
This is because it's built on blockchain. That's why there's the 15 seconds delay. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, while we solve this, I can also maybe mention something where in the early days of Bitcoin, people were like saying, okay, but the transactions take a lot to verify, right? And then become part of the ledger. And people say, oh, this is not a problem because you kind of, you make the transaction, who cares if it takes like 15 minutes? And then the other guy would answer, yeah, I mean, go to Burger King and then, be in line for 15 minutes with people behind you, like waiting for your transaction to clear before, they can make their order. So yeah, I guess time sometimes is important.
I'll share my headphones with JB so he can use my account. It's easier.
Okay.
So we'll do that. 1 second.
And you got this anecdote in the meantime.
Yeah, it was a bit strange. I'm sitting next to him and 15 seconds delay.
Yeah, the last thing on my mind is one of those last talks, which was about DCOM, how it's called now, decentralized marketplaces, e-commerce.
What's that noise?
Okay,
Okay, it's better.
second headphones. So I guess, right. Yeah, so God, sorry for that. Okay, too many headphones and microphone. So yeah, there was this Ethereum Foundation fellow who made a presentation about e-commerce, and he tried to answer this question that we've been asking ourselves. Where are the Web3 marketplaces? What happened? Why did it not work? Alice and Bird, and now this trend is coming back. There's a strong push, especially from Coinbase. There's a strong push, I think, especially from Coinbase. They released some innovations on payment for commerce. They had a partnership with Shopify, and they've been really good at. So I would try to just kill my phone.
The volume, just remove the volume.
They've been really good at getting developers' attention in their ecosystem, and it looks like there are already many eyes looking at this e-commerce vertical. Even some projects building primitives and architecture for e-commerce. So this gentleman, Oshi, he published a few articles on the subject, and he mentions Kleros and the need for arbitration. So we will keep talking to him and see, how we can work together and make this happen. That's just the last subject that's on my mind, and yeah, there are more very interesting things at that point.
That's cool. For those like me who have been on this game for a while, it's cool to see how cycles work, because we have seen back then. I mean, you guys were probably too young to remember, but
Yeah,
there was this project called Open Bazaar. That was when we were starting Kleros. There was this decentralized e-commerce marketplace called Open Bazaar. That well, I mean, we discussed with them to use Kleros at the early days. I don't I don't think they have even got a user using their site, let alone having disputes. So it didn't work. So now it's coming back for sure, and hopefully now with the push from Coinbase, it's going to be more widely adopted. And then also the filter key and prediction markets. I mean, there's this article I published almost 10 years ago where I speak of prediction markets. I mention filter key, and I say, oh, and by the way, there is this new marketplace, this new prediction market that is going to launch next month called Augur. So, I mean, I have seen this a few times already. So, I mean, I know that at some point it will work. I mean, you never know in which cycle it will work, but it's cool to see that these ideas are being tried again. So yeah, cool.
One more thing is that we had a game at Capcom called the Kleros Schelling Game, and people basically were handed a QR code, which was kind of a wallet and a bracelet. So they had to scan other people's QR code to get an answer, to get a question, and according to the Schelling point principle, the more coherent the response was, the higher the points that they had, and the higher on the leaderboard they are. And tomorrow, at the end of today, actually at midnight, we will end this game, and the people that had more coherent questions and the more number of questions as well, we'll have like a bigger PMK prize. And I talked with some of the people like first in the leaderboard, and to get them excited about joining Kleros as a juror. So we'll have a couple of new jurors when we send the prizes.
Cool. So anything else worth mentioning? And maybe Fortunato, anything worth mentioning from the conference?
I think Fortunato does not have the headphones here. Okay.
Okay, it's okay.
One second. I'll give it to him.
Okay. But in the meantime, I can say William is on vacation, so he's not coming today. So yeah, sorry about that. I know that you basically come to listen to William, and under no illusion that you are here for me. So, but yeah, maybe next week. No, next week I don't know how it will be next week, because some of us will be on vacation. So we will see. Well, there will be community call. I will see if I can make it, but I cannot promise anything. I don't. Maybe Marcos, you want to? Oh, we have one and two here that we don't have him usually, because he's in the Far East. So yeah, do you want to say something, Wang Yan?
Hey everyone. Not really. Later in 10 minutes, I'm going to have the developer office hour, open office hour, where I'll be talking about Lockler. So if you're interested to hear more about that, yeah, you can join the call.
So that's going to be on Telegram or here?
Telegram.
Okay,
yeah,
on Telegram.
So share screen and stuff.
Okay. I think maybe I can make a short introduction to this. So as you know, we want so Kleros is a protocol. It's a network of jurors connecting basically cases to resolve cases that need answers to people who can provide answers to those cases in a fair and transparent way. So in the end, that is what Kleros does, and then you can have lots of different products built on top of it. So you can have lots of different front ends that connect to the protocol. So Lockler is a use case that okay, so Lockler is one use case that is example of how anyone can build apps on top of the protocol, especially now that it's very easy to do it with like Vibe coding and AI. So if you want to learn more about how you can build your own escrow or your own curated list or your own whatever plug to Kleros, and you can like brand it the way you want it, well, go to our Telegram group, and then you can see the demo and learn how Guangmian did this. Okay. So yeah, now is Fortunato ready?
Hello. Can you hear me, Federico?
Yes, all good.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Hello to everyone. Yeah, as also JP said, we are now with part of the team at DAFCON in Berlin, and it is extremely interesting experience, because we got the opportunity to meet with a lot of other Web3 projects, which are are interested in working with us when using one of our tools. And another very interesting point, which is very similar to what often Federico mentioned, is that we got attention from people from a legal background. We had several lawyers passing by and asking us how the system worked, and asking for more information, and also interested in knowing how they can participate, both not just as jurors, but also build something around it, like related to evidences or L2 companies. So it is it was very interesting to get in touch with, like, horizontally with people from very different fields, and having positive feedback, not just on our current products, but we also, with Aleix, we were able to show what we will launch in the future. For example, the V2 court, and yeah, people got really excited, especially the ones that know us since long time. So they were happy to see that we are working on adding new features and making the user experience more more interesting.
And also, it was the first time you meet people from the team, I guess, right, Fortunato?
Exactly. Yes. Yes. It was the first time. Yeah.
So you see that we are real people and not just, avatars on a screen.
Exactly. And likewise, also people could see that I really exist.
Yeah, and there is actually one of the team members from Kleros who is with us from the very, very first early days, who I have never met, and I don't know if anyone from the team ever met him or her. Okay, so yeah, so this is the life in the metaverse, as I say. Okay, thank you, Fortunato. Marcos, do you want to give the update from business development?
Yes, how are you? So some of this from the business development team or from Kleros Enterprise. It's in first place. Yesterday, I was in Crecimiento. Remember, the Crecimiento is covered in Argentina, that it has been growing a lot during the last months or maybe during the last year. And I was yesterday recording a video that is going to be for Dev Connect. So maybe you are going to see me talking about Kleros in that video. Then about our integrations and some updates of the cases that were created in our court. In first place, this week we created two new cases of MedLife in our court, in the one that is called for neighbor and consumer conflicts. Then we received one new case from Lemon that is already created, and one that is going to be created probably tomorrow or on Friday. And then another update is that we created three cases that are related to that are actually like a pilot that we are doing with Junin. That Junin is a jurisdiction here in Argentina that wants to replicate what has been done in Mendoza. So, well, we already signed a contract with or an agreement with them, and yes, we want to see the answers of our jurors, their justifications. After this, of course, we will talk again with them, but the idea is to continue working with them and replicate what we did with Mendoza.
So what you're saying is that we have at the same time cases for like real world companies in insurance, in fintech, and also cases from governments in Kleros. That's what you're saying.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Insurance
Wow, I mean
companies, fintechs, and government entities. Yes.
wow, that's a lot. Okay, well, that's amazing. Good job, and hopefully we can scale this up like a lot. So yeah, we are having lots of discussions with different companies and with different government entities for the use of Kleros. The pilot we did in Mendoza was observed by lots of people in Argentina and rest of the world, and people want to have the same. So it's going that is going really, really well. By the way, Junin, that's where Eva Perón was born. So just a fun fact. Okay. So I don't know if anyone else wants to mention something, because otherwise we have in 5 minutes, in 4 minutes actually, on the Telegram group, the developer session is starting to show Locklear, the escrow solution that was developed by Wangmian, and you can see how you can develop your own tool on top of Kleros using like Vibe coding tools. From my side, I don't have much more. I mean, we have been doing lots of research, experiments with AI agents for resolving disputes in IP, intellectual property disputes are everywhere regarding, someone who takes an image from another person and publishes it in their blog, or lots of videos that are like a plagiarism, music, and well, this is something we have been following for a long time, and now we are experimenting in the court of in the V2 on how we can use agents to make decisions which are very fast to do and very inexpensive, so this can scale very fast. So this is mostly what I am working on now, besides preparing my presentation for the ETC conference that's going to take place in Cannes. We have 3 talks from the team. There is one by William, there's one by Clement, and there is one by me. Am I forgetting someone? No, I think that's it for the talks. And yeah, looking forward to meeting all of the partners we have and team members, and I mean, and our growing community, which yeah, we're having lots of people coming from different places. At some point, I mean, we will have to, I don't know, stay in a stadium, because also the team is larger than it ever was since the beginning of the project. So yeah, it's going to be really exciting, and I'm looking forward to it. I don't have anything else for today. I don't know, anything else, Jean, you want to mention, or the rest?
Yes, just the usual reminder that we have a reward for jurors, the juror incentive program. The last time I checked, it was around 20% APY, so it's relevant. If you know someone that has not staked yet, recommend them to stake, because they're losing money. And also we have the Kleros Scout program. There we are paying around $14, I think, per submission. Accepted that when the submission, of course, is complies with the requirements of the registries. So you can tag maybe your favorite project is not on a block explorer yet. You can do that and earn some PNK, start and become a juror, and stake on the court and become a juror.
Thank you, Jean. Well, I guess that's it for today then. Thank you all for coming, and well, see you on Telegram if you're coming to see the developer session about Locker. Thank you guys, and see you. If you're not coming to Telegram, see you next week. Okay.
Bye bye. See you next week.
Bye bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.